In this video, I'm going to be showing you 5 simple ways that you can lose weight being vegan. What's up everybody, it's Cama, and in this video I'm going to be showing you some simple things that you can be doing as a vegan in order for you to lose weight. Now I said I was going to give you 5, but I'm actually going to give you 6. It's going to be a bonus tip at the end. And I believe out of everything, this is probably going to be whether you lose weight and keep it off, or whether you just lose weight for 12 weeks and then gain it right back. Because I'm sure that you know someone, or maybe you've been through this in the past, I know I certainly have, where you've lost weight and then you gained it right back, and then you lost weight and then you gained it right back again. There is a reason why that happens, multiple reasons, but the bonus tip at the end, I'm going to be showing you why that happens. So it's pretty interesting how a lot of people, when they go vegan, maybe you've been vegan for a while, or maybe you just went vegan, a lot of people think that you're just going to be super healthy, you're going to be really fit, really athletic just by going vegan. And yes, that happens. However, there is a reason why you are either gaining weight or there's a reason why you're losing weight. It's not by accident. There is science to losing weight, right? Now the 5 things I'm going to be breaking down, or 6 things I'm going to be breaking down, is just an add-on from the fundamentals of making sure that you are burning more calories than you are putting in, right? So that is the fundamental principle that you should be focusing on, making sure that you're burning more calories than you are consuming. However, there are certain things that you can do to allow you to lose weight without you having to track your calories, right? There are certain behaviors that you can focus on. So I'm going to be talking about the behaviors that you can focus on that allows you to be in a calorie deficit without you having to count calories in the first place. Now this is something that I have personally done and I've helped multiple people do, helping them lose weight without counting calories. So for me, I was able to lose 11 kilograms by focusing on certain principles that I'm going to be sharing with you in this video that has really helped me. Okay, so let's get on to the first principle. The very first principle that I want you to focus on, if you aren't already doing this, is take 10,000 steps every single day. If you haven't got a watch that tracks your step, you can just download a step tracker on your phone that allows you to track your steps while you're walking. And the reason why this is so important is because for multiple reasons. 2 reasons is, number 1, a lot of people are just active during the 30 minutes to an hour while they're working out. And then they go home and they're just like laying on the couch, or they're working at a desk job. That isn't being active. And what happens is, motion creates emotion. I really want you to get this principle. How you feel determines what you do. How you feel determines what you do. And motion creates emotion. If you are having limited motion throughout your day by just taking 2,000 steps while you go to the gym, and then afterwards you're just like sitting on the couch, or you're just working at a desk job, then what's going to happen is you're not going to be thriving emotionally. Haven't you ever had the time when you were stressed, depressed, tired, fatigued, same thing, but haven't you ever had those moments, and when you were experiencing those emotions, you were doing actions differently compared to when you're feeling energized and in a peak emotional state? Maybe you ate different foods. Maybe you thought different thoughts that allowed you, that influenced you to do behaviors that weren't in alignment with your goals. Maybe you skipped the gym. Maybe you skipped eating. Maybe you binged eat. Because how you feel determines what you do. So it's so important to be taking 10,000 steps throughout the day. And if you do 10,000 steps in the morning by going to the gym and you do like a 10-kilometer run, right? Which is not likely for every single person, but if that is you, making sure that you're not just doing a 10-kilometer run in the morning, be active throughout the day. And here's another reason why. If you're taking 10,000 steps throughout the day, you are burning, on top of the workout that you do, an extra 400 to 500 calories. And that is adding to the fundamental principle of ensuring that you are burning more calories than you are consuming. So it's so important that you do that. So make sure that you get a watch, or make sure you get a tracker app on your phone. So that's really going to help you long term to lose weight. It's such a simple thing that you can do. So that's the first principle. The second principle is to drink 2 to 3 glasses of water 10 minutes before you eat and 10 minutes after you eat your food. Here is why. A lot of the time, your body is sending you a signal, and your mind interprets a signal that you are hungry. But a lot of the time that you think that you're hungry, you're really just dehydrated. And your mind is misinterpreting the message that your body is sending you. Your body is literally yelling at you to go and drink some water, but you're walking around thinking that you're hungry. So you go and eat instead of drinking water. And a lot of the time, people are walking around dehydrated. How do you know this? Number 1, if you're going to the bathroom, your urine looks like a yellow highlighter, you are severely dehydrated. If your mouth is dry, then you are severely dehydrated. So you want to be ensuring that you're having water throughout the day, not just before you have food, but make sure that it's in your sight, because out of sight, out of what? Out of your mind. So really ensuring that you are drinking 2 to 3 glasses of water 10 minutes before you eat, 10 minutes after you eat, okay? And you'll notice that when you go and eat the food after you drink the water, you're probably not going to eat as much. And when you're not eating as much, you're eating less calories, right? This isn't about starving yourself, but I'm just saying that a lot of the time people overeat and their portion sizes are crazy because they're not giving themselves enough water. And when you're eating less food, eating less calories, you are adding onto the principle of burning more calories than you're consuming, okay? So that's the second principle. The third principle is so related to vegans especially. I know everybody eats and drinks this, but especially vegans, right? So number 3 is to limit the amount of smoothies and smoothie bowls that you have. This little tweak, because chances are, if you're a vegan, you're probably having a lot of smoothies and a lot of smoothie bowls. Now, there is nothing wrong with having smoothie bowls and smoothies. In fact, it's actually really, really healthy for you. However, if you are trying to lose weight and you are having a massive smoothie bowl and so many smoothies, or maybe just one smoothie, but you're putting peanut butter in and you're having lots of soy milk or you're having lots of plant-based milk, right? What happens is they are very, very high in calories. Again, what's a fundamental principle? To burn more calories than you are consuming. So if you are having 2 smoothie bowls a day, or a smoothie bowl in the morning and then a smoothie in the afternoon, that's probably going to equate to 1,000 to 1,200 calories throughout the day. So here's what you can do. Either number 1, swap the smoothie bowl for something else that has less calories, that is just as nourishing, that you're associating massive amounts of pleasure to, because when you're associating pleasure to something, you're going to be more likely to stick to something. This isn't just about losing weight short term, it's about losing weight long term. And how we do that is by associating pleasure to what we're eating. If you're not looking forward to what you're going to eat, you're probably not going to be sticking to it long term. Okay? So swapping the smoothie bowl for something else that you're associating pleasure to, or number 2, tracking how much food or how much soy milk or how much peanut butter or whatever you're putting in your smoothie bowls, granola, making sure that you're tracking how much you're putting in there and putting it into MyFitnessPal. Now at first, I only want you to do this once. You don't have to do this every single time because it's a shit process to do all the time. However, it's really important to know how much calories that you are having, because you're probably going to be punched in the face with a massive amount of awareness of like how much food, how much calories is in that smoothie bowl, how much calories is in that smoothie. And then from that awareness, you can make adjustments. You can go, okay, cool, I'm actually putting 300 calories of peanut butter into my smoothie bowl. Holy shit, I didn't actually know that. Let me just put 100 calories in, or let me just put 50 calories in of peanut butter into my smoothie bowl. Let me just make that little adjustment. That little adjustment long term is going to make massive changes in how much weight you are losing. Okay? So that's a tiny little tweak that you can make. So that's principle number 3. Principle number 4 is to focus on nourishment. With weight loss, one of the things that I help my self-mastery clients with is ensuring that they are focusing on nourishment, not focus on dieting. Because dieting here's what happens with dieting, right? Yes, you will get results. Why? Because you are restricting yourself of calories. However, what happens is when you're restricting yourself of calories, what usually happens? You're not getting enough glycogen to the brain and to your body, so your body just wants food, so you go and binge eat. And then you gain the weight right back. Or you lose weight, gain it back, lose weight, gain it back. How many of you have been there before? I know I certainly have. So focusing on nourishment is allowing your body to fuel itself with all the vitamins and nutrients it needs, and you are feeling good while losing weight. Because a lot of people associate weight loss to pain, frustration, restriction, and just push, that push mentality, right? Weight loss doesn't have to be push, 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 push. Instead, it can be an enjoyable journey. You can honor your body. Because when you're focusing on nourishment, you're saying to yourself, body, I love you enough to go the slow approach. I love you enough to fuel you with so much goodness. And we're going to lose weight. I'm going to be stripping some body fat off you, but we're going to do it the healthy way instead of the restrictive way. So focus on nourishment, because when you're focusing on nourishment, the choices are totally different compared to when you're dieting. Because when you're dieting, all you're focusing on is calorie restriction. So you can get a diet soda with no calories, a Coca-Cola Zero. You can go ahead and you can drink those energy drinks that have 0 calories in it, And yes, it has 0 calories, but you're not honoring your body. That's not true self-love. Honoring your body is saying, I'm going to be focusing on nourishment, healthy foods, foods that make you feel fueled rather than clubbed. Okay, so that's principle number 4. Principle number 5, and then we're going to get into the bonus tip. This is so important because most of you are probably just going to the gym on the treadmill, just doing cardio. And this isn't going to relate to everybody, but I would assume that 70% of you aren't doing this. And when you start to do this, what's going to happen is you're going to lose weight quicker and you're going to get the toned look that you want. Because I'm sure that you don't want to just lose weight. You want to get toned as well, right? And how you do that, principle number 5, is by focusing on weight training. And you want to be ideally doing that 3 to 5 times per week based upon your fitness levels. I can't say an exact number because I don't know you watching this video where your fitness levels are, what your strength levels are, if you're a beginner, if you're intermediate, or you're advanced. So scale it to your own strength levels, your own fitness levels. 3 to 5 times per week. Because if you look at someone who just does cardio, take for example a marathon runner. This isn't about saying that this is a good body, this is a bad body, because we have been spoon-fed to believe what is a good and bad body. This isn't about that. I'm just making this comparison to show you what the difference is between these two people who do different styles of training. Take a marathon runner, right? Their body is amazing and they look different compared to people who just focus on weight training, okay? Just look at the difference. This isn't about what's a good body, what's a bad body, but I'm assuming that if you're watching this video, chances are you want to lose body fat and you want a toned look. It isn't just about doing cardio. It's not just about going for walks and going on the treadmill. Yes, those things work, right? And focusing on weight training is going to help you lose weight quicker because you have more muscle, and it's going to help you build muscle while losing body fat, which gives you that look that you want. Now, let's get on to the most important thing. Out of everything, all those things you can start to do, but without bonus tip number 6, what's going to happen is you're going to get the result, but you won't keep it. This isn't just about getting the result, it's about keeping it. And how you do that, principle number 6, is to adopt patience. This is a marathon that never ends. Really get that. This is a marathon that never ends. Another word for that is lifestyle. I know you probably heard some quote or some shit on Instagram saying that, but maybe you haven't actually heard that information on a deep level. This isn't a sprint. This isn't about being the rabbit who just gets to the race line 10 kilograms, 20 kilograms lighter, whatever that goal is for you. This isn't about just getting there. Because a lot of the time when you are going quick, you're actually going slow. Let's take 2 examples. Person A, person B. Let's say they both want to lose 10 kilograms. Person A says, okay, I want to lose 10 kilograms within the next 12 weeks. That's a very ambitious goal, and it does work for some people. However, what they do, person A, they restrict. They take all these supplements, fat burners, caffeine before they work out, right? And all these things start to happen to their body. They start to lose weight, but because they're restricting, then what tends to happen is, again, as mentioned before, glycogen, they're not getting enough glycogen to the brain and to the body. So they start craving all these different sweets. And it's not that they're craving the chocolate, it's that they're craving the carbohydrates, they're craving the sugar, because that's what our body runs on, glycogen. So then what happens is they start to binge eat, and then they start to gain the weight right back, because when they binge eat, they wake up the next morning feeling guilty, feeling shame, feeling frustration, all these candidas in their blood as well from all the sugar that they've been having, and then they start to crave even more foods. Or they start to have the mentality like, fuck it, like I've tried this, I keep binge eating, why even bother? So yes, they may get the results quicker, but long term, what tends to happen is they binge eat. What tends to happen is they're actually going slow because they go back to square one and then they have to start the journey all over again. Compared to person B. Person B says, you know what, I'm just gonna go slow. I don't have to lose 10 kilograms within the next 12 weeks because most people overestimate what they can accomplish in 12 weeks and underestimate what they can accomplish in a year. Really get that. Most people are underestimating what they can accomplish in a year. So person B says, you know what, if I lose 10 kilograms in the next 6 months, I'm gonna be so damn happy. And you know what, I'm not even gonna focus on the scales. I'm gonna go and get a body fat scan done. And you know what? I'm just going to focus on nourishment. I'm going to focus on feeling good. I'm going to focus on meditation. I'm going to focus on just clearing my mind out and being the turtle in this. Knowing that it is a marathon that never ends. So I don't have to go quick. It's okay for me to go slow. I'm just going to focus on health. I'm going to focus on nourishment. Every month I'm going to do a check-in. And you know what? If I lose a kilogram, if I lose 2 kilograms, that's amazing because I got 6 months now. And what happens is their stress levels goes down. And they're okay with losing weight slowly, which prevents them from binge eating. And if they do binge eat, they're okay with that because they know that they got a long way to go. And what tends to happen is when people are meditating, they become aware of the triggers, the root cause of why they keep binge eating in the first place. And usually it is because of what's happening in their body through glycogen, or it's because of psychological, what's happening with their belief systems, the emotional states that they keep experiencing that triggers them to go and reach for food. Because weight loss is a psychology game, not about training and nutrition. Yes, that has a big factor that determines whether you lose weight or not, but I believe that 70% of it is just psychology. So really get that. It's okay to go slow. I want you to say that to yourself. It is okay to go slow. I want that to be your mantra. Matt, Janet, Chris, whatever the fuck your name is. It's okay to go slow. You can be the turtle. You don't have to be the hare. So I want to end you with that. So I really hope that this video helped you out. And subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. Give this video a big thumbs up. And please let me know, out of all the principles that I've shared with you in this video, what are the top 2 things that you need to be focusing on? Because yes, you can focus on all 6 things, but the chances are if you focus on all 6 at once, you're probably going to get overwhelmed. So make a commitment right now that you're going to take 2 things that you're going to focus on. Just 2. Don't focus on all the things at once. What's the 2 things? Is it number 1, are you just going to focus on 10,000 steps? Is it number 2, you're just going to focus on... Number 6, I want you to all focus on that. But other than the number 6, out of the 5 things that I've mentioned, what are the 2 things you're going to focus on? And which one has been most helpful to you? Leave a comment down below. I'm very curious to hear what that is. I love every single one of you guys. And until I see you in the very next video, remember to love all living things. And most importantly, love thyself.